Hello, church girl CEOs. Well, y'all, welcome to Tuesday for Tip Tuesday. I'm so excited about this because this week is just going to be phenomenal. We have been doing a lot. We are getting ready to set some things up for you guys, and I'm so excited about what we're doing and how we're doing it. I do apologize for my some of this fuzzy stuff going on tonight, but we're gonna get that worked out. But you know what? We still got to do what we got to do. So tonight we're talking about for our Tip Tuesday. Well, no, let me start here. For those of you that are joining me for the very first time, I am Deborah Franklin. I am the founder of Church Girl CEO, and y'all, we created this space for us to be able to join together. I'm sorry, to for us to join together and uh be able to come together, be able to join in and talk and share and tag a friend if they're in the group because we do a lot in here. We've been doing, I don't know how to say this, but we've been getting together and we've been making plans for you guys, and we really want y'all to become a part of the family because yeah, we have over 1,000 people in the group, but we need more of you to start being active. We need to see who you are and what you're doing. Ask the questions, jump in, especially on Wednesdays. We really want to see who you are. It's called Work With Me Wednesday. Jump in, tell us what you're working on. How can we be of service of you? You got a special going now, especially because we're getting ready to jump off into this fourth quarter. So y'all better get ready. So I want you to guys to start thinking about that. And that leads me to our Tip Tuesday. What we are talking about tonight is that you got to get ready and that timing is everything. A lot of times we say, well, we're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. We're just going to show up. But sometimes you do things in the wrong timing, you mess up. Now, I said that somebody's like, well, you're just supposed to do it. Whenever you get a word, you're supposed to just jump on it. That's true. That could be true. But for this time, timing is everything, meaning you need to plan with the end in mind. I'm working with a cohort now of authors and they're writing their books, and we started at an odd spot. We started talking about the marketing first. We didn't talk about the book. We didn't talk about the writing. We didn't talk about anything. We talked about starting with the end in mind. And that's about your planning. Like, where do you want to go? Where do you want to see yourself? Um, and so, even when we're talking about getting ready for this fourth quarter, and how is it going to leap into, how is it going to catapult us or leap us or jump or whatever you want to say into that first quarter? And a lot of times people say, well, girl, it's just September. Why are you talking about that? That's because the fourth quarter starts in, look, 5 days, 4 days. The first is Sunday. So we have to start thinking about, what do I want to accomplish in this next fourth quarter? And my favorite question is, what is my why? Why do you want to accomplish it? Even if it's to get more visibility, if it's to get more clients, is it just to get some peace? Is it just to plan out your vacation for the holidays? Or how are you going to set yourself up to where this time next year you're planning what you're going to be doing for vacation so you don't have to work at all the whole month of December? Because a lot of people, especially in the coaching space, especially in the service industry, if you're not selling a product, they're usually taking that whole month of December off. And let me tell you, I have kind of started to think about that myself because I said, and I didn't plan for it. I didn't even think about it. So I just had this thing that I like, the last 2 weeks of December, because my life changed. I had some things change, and now I'm having to operate in a different way. So I was like, yeah, the last 2 weeks of December, I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with anybody. I don't care what I have to do, what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it. So, but then now it sets my mind, it's changing, helping me change my mindset of how I see what I need to do during the fourth quarter to ensure me taking off December sets up my January. Now, some people say, well, and I learned this lesson as well last year when we did missions for the first time. I ended up taking the whole summer off. It wasn't my plan, but I took the whole summer off, and I think I took no, take that back. I think I had taken off from starting in May until August, September. I didn't do anything. So I didn't plan with the end in mind. All I was thinking was, we got missions. I got to leave. I got to do this. I got to do that. Da 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 da. But I learned from experience that I've got to plan about, okay, we're doing missions. I'm going to be off for 3 months. What am I going to do to prepare myself to make sure I'm not struggling when I get back? Because I didn't put things in place. And it's like I'm having to start all over. I'm having to start to get more momentum. And some of those things that you can put in place is the number, my favorite thing is get some help. Get some help to help you with your social media. Get some help to help you with your scheduling. Get some things that are automated, because then you can schedule some things out for while you are already gone. So I want you to start thinking around those parameters when you start to lay out what you're going to what you're going to be doing as far as setting yourself up. Now, one thing that I was in a class, and it was like a lot of us are coming up with all these ideas. We want to launch this, we want to go here, we want to do this. But have you truly prayed and asked God to show you what you're supposed to do? Have you seriously sat down and prayed, God, give me the creativity of where I'm supposed to go? God, give me the verbiage of what I'm supposed to say in my next post. God, show me who I'm supposed to speak to. A lot of times we just say, Lord, just do it, just do it, just do it. And you're not being specific about it. You're not being intentional about it. You are just praying and praying and praying and doing all this stuff, but you're not being intentional about what you are actually needing and seeking God to assist you in. So that's why I'm saying you have got to be so intentional in this fourth quarter, because you need this fourth quarter to set you up for your first quarter. Now, am I doing that? Absolutely. I have put some things in place. I specifically have already scheduled like what I'm going to do to even jump to start the first quarter. I'm already there. I've already got one cohort that starts, and I strategically made sure that it ends as soon as the new cohort starts. And I was like, oh, I did that thing. And normally I'm not a planner like that, but I had to start to think about how can I plan with the end in mind. Hey, I'm not sure who this is, so please tell us who you are, because your name's not popping up. But when we start to think about um where we're going in our future, where we're going for our businesses, for our families, for our careers, if we're getting ready to make a career change, if we're getting ready to tell that job, take this job and shove it, I'm out of here. Even if you, hey Amy, hope you're feeling better. If you're ready to be that dual career, if you're tired of working, doing something, or even for some people that are in this group, if you are ready to even make the leap of even becoming an entrepreneur, what are you going to put in place to do that? So that goes back to saying you have to start to plan with the end in mind. We actually, even as a team, we had to come together and we were talking, look, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And then I said, you know what? Let's stop, because we're getting ready to make some of the same mistakes, or no, setting ourselves up for some of the same challenges that we had last year. So, do we really have to start this today, or can this go to next month so we can plan it out, so we can lay out a real marketing plan, so we can really tell the people what they need to do or how they need to do it? Do we really need to jump right now? And I'm going to tell you, this is something that we really worked on, because Amy is our fundraiser for Church Girl CEO Foundation. And she came to me with a fundraiser. She's like, yeah, let's do it now. And I said, no, let's not do it now. Let's wait and launch it in the next month. So we'll give us time to be able to talk about it, give us time to be able to really spread the word about it. And I guess y'all say, what you talking about, girl? What y'all finna do? Oh, so our first fundraiser for Church Girl CEO Foundation actually launches in October. We are going to be, it's going to be called Opt Out October. Because you said opt out. Yeah, child. So what we're doing is we opting out like a plethora of things. And y'all, we're gonna drop the link on Sunday during prayer. We we are opting out, I think, facials, lunch, coffee at Starbucks. 'Cause that, if you already know, that's $6. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna go towards our next planning for missions next year. Because when we look at it, our goal is that we are planning to build houses. We finally got our commission of what we're going to do when we're on when we are on missions. And so that's why we started looking like we're going to help build houses. We're going to do this. And that's going to be going towards that. And y'all, to build one house doing missions is only $250 a house. And we want to build our goal between, I think we said between December and the time that we go, our goal is to be able to build at least 6 houses this year, if not more. I think we really said 10. I think it was 10. Let me not say that. So that's what we're looking at. And yes, 8 months to retire from executive suite with compliance and contracts to becoming the executive sweeper of Cheerios and Goldfish. Absolutely. I like that. So, if that's your plan, that's your goal, then that's what we need to do. Hey, Madonna. Um, so, that's what I'm saying. We have got to start planning with the end in mind. Where do you want to go? What do you want to launch? Okay, so FYI, we are having, and I said all that to say is that we are coming together on October the 1st. Yeah, October the 1st. That's the first Sunday of October, the first Sunday of the fourth quarter. And we are coming together to pray. We are coming together to pray. We're coming together to praise. We're going to be worshiping. And guess what? It's only going to be for 1 hour. Can you tarry for 1 hour? Y'all, Madonna is going to be leading us in song, leading us in praise and worship. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, this is going to be real. This hour going to be fire. Bishop Dixon Omakusi is going to be praying. I'm not sure what all he's going to be doing. He might be prophesying. I'm just telling you, might need to show up. Hey, I'm not sure who this is because it's just showing up Facebook user. So please let me know who you are. And y'all, we want you to Yes, that's right. You are all in for a treat. If y'all have never seen us minister, this group minister, y'all need to join in because it's gonna be a fire. It's gonna be fire. And y'all, and I'm getting ready to say something that y'all know that I don't know them to say. It's free. It's completely free. We're not asking for anything. We do want you to register. I'm gonna put the link. I cannot okay, for some reason it's not letting me put the link in the chat, but that's okay. Y'all know if there's a will, there's a way. I'll figure something out. We are going to we it's free. We just asking you to register. You can join us several different kinds of ways. You can join us via the group. We're going to go live in the group. We're going to go live on our YouTube channel. We are going to make it available, but you can also join us live during Zoom. But if you have to register to let us know that you want the link, we're just not going to post the link willy-nilly. So we want you guys to be able to join us. Y'all, here is the link. I'm putting it in the chat for you to register for the hour of power and praise. You don't want to miss this. It's definitely going to be an awesome time. We are going to and also on the registration link, y'all, this is real serious. I am really serious about this. You also will tell us your prayer requests. What are you praying for specifically? What do you want us to come together united in prayer to talk about? Because the Bible tells us where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there shall I be. I promise you it's going to be more than 2 or 3. You want to put that prayer request in there. We are going to be praying together. We're going to be worshiping together, y'all. We're going to come together as a group. I'm not opening it up to the masses until tomorrow. So make sure you secure your space. I don't think I may have made 1 or 2 posts, but I haven't did anything serious about it. So I want you guys the mass emails go out tomorrow, but you are here. You are part of Church Girl CEO, and we want you to join us for 1 hour. Can you tarry for 1 hour? If you missed the live on last night, you definitely need to go back and see Motivational Monday. We talked about the being able to tarry. We talked about who was called and who was not. Was it whose charge it is to tarry? And Jesus was like, why y'all can't pray with me? Why y'all can't do it? And see, this is the problem that we're having. We're so busy worried about what other people are not doing, why they're not on our page, when God has already said, look, I've already given you the instructions. I just need you to go ahead and accept them and start to do it and start to operate in it. And that's what we need you to start doing. And then we're coming together in prayer because we're praying with the end in mind. We're praying for where we want God to see us, what doors that we want God to open for us during that fourth quarter, how we are supposed. No, this was my prayer. God, I believe that you're getting ready to open the doors, but I want you to give me the power and the knowledge and what I need to be able to walk through with your anointing and being able to capture what you want me to be able to do, because I want to be able to walk through the door with power and be sustainable. Because see, a lot of times we get in the room, but we don't know what to do when we get in the room. So now I want to get in the room with the knowledge and being able to connect to the people that's going to help catapult what we're doing to that next level. And that's what we're going to be praying for. And this is why I'm saying, I don't care if it's for your business. I don't care if it's for your children. I don't care if it's for your mama, your daddy, your grandmama, your uncle, your sister, your cousin. Put that on that prayer request, because I promise you, we get that prayer request, we will be praying for it. And even if you will have somebody monitoring the chat as well. So when I tell you, we are expecting the great, we are expecting a mighty move of God. We are expecting things to be big. We are expecting, because you know what? Things only start to get real tight when you know God is getting ready to bust it wide open. Because see, that tightness is that, you're growing, you're going through the fire, you're feeling it, and you start to question it. Because even in that scripture, Jesus questioned God. Look, why do I have to carry this? Why do I have to? Why do I? Let me not play with this. Let me go on the Bible. Because in Matthew 26:42, he says, he went away a second time and prayed, my Father, if it is not possible for this cup to be taken away unless I drink, may your will be done. Even Jesus wanted to get out of going to the cross. He was even talking about, look, dude, look, daddy, please now. Come on, what is the other option? And he says, unless I drink, may your will be done. And see, some of y'all are not ready to drink what God is telling you you got to drink in order to make it to that next level. You are not ready to take the chance. You are not ready to take the leap. You're letting fear come across you. You're letting those things come get you off kilter. But you have got to know within your heart, within your mind, within your soul, that it is time for you to take that leap and not have the fear. So if fear is your thing, put that on your prayer request, because we will be calling your name and we'll be calling out what you're praying for. And please don't get into that thing about, oh, it ain't nobody business, and I don't care, I don't want nobody to know. Child, this is one time you need to not be operating in shame. You need to operate with, you just need to put it all on the altar and lay it there, because that is what you have to do. And for Abraham, he provided a ram, but God sent Jesus the lamb. Absolutely. Because when Abraham, that whole situation is a setup. And so when we sit up here and when we read the word, we have got to hold on to the word. We have got to grasp the word, and we have to make that word relevant to us. And we have got to be able to walk in that power and in that anointing. And Amy said something, and I know she doesn't mind me saying this. She was like, I think that the sickness has come on our house to distract us from where God is taking us. Y'all, that is so true. Things that, because you know what? The devil knows what's going to distract us. Having a flash tire, that's nothing. I just go call somebody to come fix it. That ain't going to distract me from what God is wanting me to do. But if you're dealing with a whole household full of people coughing and snotting and carrying on, that is a distraction, because then you like, do I pray or am I worried? So that's what we got to put on this altar, y'all. We have got to come together on one accord. And we have got to start spreading the word, spreading that good news. And we have to come and be intentional about what we're praying for. Normally, this time of the year, we would do the 21-day prayer challenge. We're not doing that this year. God said we're just going to do that hour of power. And I want you to come together. If you can, you tarry as a leader. As a leader, can you tarry for 1 hour? Can you tarry for 1 hour? Can you tarry for 1 hour? And if you do register, we will send you the replay. But that's the only way that you'll be able to get it. And I want you guys to really take this serious, because we are coming together and we are going to pray. And yes, I know you already done said it. That's 6 a.m. Eastern. That's 5 a.m. Central. That is what Pacific. I think that'll be like 3 or 4 a.m. If you want to join us, go ahead, set your alarms to be ready. I'm Eastern. Madonna is Central, and Bishop is in Kenya. So in Kenya, it's going to be 2 p.m., which means if it's on a Sunday, it's, I guess y'all say, well, it's 2 p.m. He ain't sacrificing. Yeah, he actually is, because with it being 2 p.m., that means he probably has just finished his service at his church. So think about that. We're all sacrificing to be here and to be a part. And I want you to share. Frank is the only one left standing. What's coming? What is coming is going to be huge. I may be sick in the bed, but the king of ragweed can't steal my joy. I know that's right, because the pollen thing, and I started feeling myself sneezing today too, because I'm in Georgia, so things getting ready to get really stirred up. But I'm trying to tell you, get ready for the great. Get ready and come anticipating a move of God. Come ready to share. Be ready for God to bless you, because God is going to bless you in the obedience. Sometimes you got to show up to get the blessing. So, guys, I want you to make sure that you register with us um, for the prayer, for our praise and prayer. And honestly, we have never done this before, not like this, not where we're coming together as a group collectively. I'm going to put the link in here again, so it is with you. You will be able to register. Y'all, again, it is free. I want you to show up. I guess you said we ain't seen the flyer. I will even post the flyer. I thought I did post the flyer in the group, but I will, y'all. I don't even know what to tell you. It's just going to be phenomenal, because again, we have never done anything like this for one day, coming together as a collective group that early in the morning to share the word of God and to go before his throne of mercy for whatever you need to go. And again, I don't care if it's for your business, if it's for your children, if it's for your health, someone else's health, for your ministry, for your church, for anything. I want you to show up for that hour of power, because when I tell you, and then it also, the Bible says, when women pray, but not only when women, but we are joining in with our brothers that have joined us um in Church Girl CEO to come together. So it's not open, it's open to everyone. If you want to share the link with your family, your friends, your cousins, I don't it doesn't matter, because we are going into prayer. And sometimes we got to show other people. I remember one of my friends said, if they can't pray with me, well, I don't need them. They could just go, because we're going to prayer. We're going to have prayer. That's right, Dr. Latracy. Ooh, yes, ma'am. We are coming together to unite. And again, some of y'all, it might be time for you to write a book. You might be going through writer's block. You might be trying to figure out your promotions. You're trying to figure out your advertising. Y'all put that on a prayer list. You need to be praying about that, because I promise you, whatever you put before the Lord, whatever you put before God, whatever you put before him will be answered and done. The thing is, you just got to you got to make the first step. You got to be intentional about what you're doing and how you're doing it and when you're doing it. Because guess what, guys? Timing is everything. And this is your time. This is your place. This is what it is time for you to move. It is time for you to accept what God is trying to give to you in this moment. Well, all right, guys, I love you to life. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Feel free to post your questions or comments down in the chat. But make sure that you do register for for the prayer service on Sunday morning. Yeah, you gonna have to get up early. It is what it is. But I know that the blessing, it's gonna be a blessing. And I don't even know what else to tell you. Just show up. I look forward to seeing you. Y'all have a great evening. Peace.